your energy use. He turns and he's running again.
So tired.
Turning into a crane and flying back to the bank.
Okay.
How heavily is he
leave me
bleeding
alone.
right now?
Who?
How heavily is he bleeding right now?
He's been hurt. Bree, I'll give you. Do you have observation?
Yes, I do.
Give me an observation check.
On the roll. Yes. Right on.
Okay.
Nice.
You have noticed that it looked like he was healing very slowly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He ran. You have one more thing you can do this round if you wish to.
And what is that?
No,
can
it's
do
your
it,
turn
yeah.
out. You can do what you want. He's turning. He's running away. He's about 8 meters away from you. What's his run? 8 meters away right now, unless you run after him. He has been hurt. I will throw that out there.
Yeah, he's been hurt. Well, but also me seeing that, realize what it kind of is. So part of me is like,
What are you gonna do? I mean, this guy tough, guys, because there's like one super villain in this whole thing. So.
Yeah, if we had more superheroes left, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of them had bailed.
Yeah,
Well, a lot
the
of
thing is,
them were
they did all
there.
scatter. Caitlin
Yeah.
didn't even have a costume, so she bailed before anybody
Right.
could get her on tape, and I can't blame him for that. Ajax had to talk to the cops. He's like Mr. Law-abiding. That
I'm
makes
going
sense.
back to
Bo's
the
a
cop.
freaking bum, so and he doesn't want to talk to the cops.
yeah.
So I understand that.
I kind of missed everybody
Aaron
going to the
pretty
ball.
much took off. Aaron probably doesn't want to deal with the police either. There's questions that might be asked that he can't answer. So,
I'm going back to talk to the police, by the way.
okay.
Because
Oh,
I fall back because now I'm by myself, and I'm like seeing that he just basically took you and you down. I'm like, there's no way I can take this guy down myself.
That's fine. He's running away. He just wants to get away.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah, you can head back. Where do you go?
I'll go back to actually see my roommate real quick. I'm like,
Okay, are you going in costume to see your roommate?
well,
Or are you gonna find a place to like? All you have to do is like
Duck
turn it
out.
off.
yeah,
essentially. So you're
I powered down.
So you're smart enough that you wore your clothes. So,
Right.
Unlike what he said. So yeah, you can power down and head back up to your room.
And I asked my roommate to look into medical companies
Okay.
in the area that might be dabbling.
Yeah, man. They're all working with the reptoids. Look, I got some proof. Hold on. And so you find yourself. You're like, damn it! I talked to him. You're drawing.
My roommate.
You're drawn into the whole conspiracy theory thing. He's got lots of places and lots of things to show.
Hey,
My
I just
roommate.
remembered what you told me last night. You messaged me or yesterday. You messaged me and said I would have extra HP as in my animal form.
Yes, if they're large. If they're
They're
larger.
large.
Oh.
Snake is small.
And you said 20, but that's not much bigger than your regular form, is it? So you might end up having another 3 or 4 hit points.
20
He
was
hit you
like.
hard.
he
Yeah,
did.
you
I forget what's original.
That was a lot of points.
My original health was 20.
But
Because
is
he
it
was
size and strength or something? No, size and con, and then the average, right?
It's the average of your size and your con,
Okay.
plus the extra hit points. So anytime you change shape and make yourself bigger, you can reconfigure them. I'm going to allow Missy to do that too. Her character's crazy when she runs it. Okay, so you're talking to the cops. At first they had their guns on you.
Yeah.
They were unsure of you. They didn't trust you. They wanted you to come downtown. They need to talk to you. Blah blah. Are you a member of Force? Blah blah blah. You don't know.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
like, there's no time to explain, guys, but you gotta follow me. You gotta follow me. I'm the giant.
So I want you to do, and basically one of those, what is it? The appearance checks. The
Aura.
aura. Do me an aura attack on these cops.
Aura 14.
It's no. I'll make the roll because they're trying to. They'll be. It's their resistance.
Okay.
They have only a 10 against your 14. They have a 30% chance. No, they're like, okay, let's go. And they've got their guns drawn.
Alright.
Says, O'Reilly, we're gonna follow this guy. If we don't come back, find him and kill him.
And then,
And then they follow you. You could be a super villain. They don't know.
that's what I say out loud. I'm like, damn.
Okay. So
Alright.
they're running after him. What were you saying?
Do I see you?
Did you stay in the general area?
I was in the vicinity.
Did you want to go back to
Probably
Dunkin'
donuts, yeah.
Let's get some more donuts. Okay,
I only
we
got to eat one
Yeah,
before.
okay. You're over there at Dunkin' Donuts and you watch him take off on the other side of the bank.
How many people are following me?
2. You have 2 police officers. They both have sidearms.
Did we lower my speed?
Yeah, you see a big truck come up. It says SWAT on the side. No, it says, they anachronized.
Force. I remember seeing something about that.
Charlotte.
Oh wait, no. That's
Special Forces, CSF.
CSVS.
CSVS.
No. CSVDS is written on the side.
CSBDS.
It's the Charlotte Supervision Defense Squad, essentially. And all that, what that is those are the heavy weapon guys. When the supervillain shows up, the cops can try to use them against the supervillain. And so you know that they might have somewhat slightly higher tech, or they might have like rocket launchers or something like that.
Yeah, which will do damage.
Yeah, you know that they've got some of the higher tech. Tabby, you're flying back when you see him heading across, what the hell's the name of that street?
Freedom?
I'm gonna try to follow you.
Moorhead Street, you see him leading them back towards where you just had this fight. And you're gone, essentially, depowered, so you're going back to your room. You can follow him, yeah, sure you can follow him. You get to a spot over where they were fighting, and by this apartment complex, and you don't see any sign of anybody.
The wrecked up car.
Yeah, you find the wrecked car, you remember they ran that way and then headed into the woods.
That's what I tell them too. I explain how
And one of them heads off into the woods.
this villain named Troublemaker, after
The guy whips out his little pad and starts taking notes.
after having to duke it out with this guy who is extremely strong, he took off this way,
And he sends his partner off that
yeah.
direction. to
But
try to
you
find him.
come with me to the woods, and then I show, and if he follows me,
He does. He'll follow you. He still has a gun in his hand. He's real
Like,
nervous about this.
We come to this like dirt mound and
Yes.
dirt, and I claw through it, and I pull out the bag of.
Okay, and basically you're telling him that this is the stolen money. He says, okay, I need you to come with me and make a statement.
Sure.
And so he takes you back to his police car, essentially, and he's going to take a statement from you. Who the hell are you?
I am Protean. The media has been calling me the sculptor.
You're like metal now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your guy's starting to heal pretty quickly. That big like fist imprint on the
Yeah.
side of your face is starting to come back out very slowly. What did you do? You saw him running towards the woods with the police officers.
I just went back to the bank, transformed
Being
back into
shot.
my human form.
Okay.
That police officer gave my
I
Actually,
you
statement.
have
have
a statement
pretty
too.
high.
Okay, what's your name?
Wild Spirit.
Okay, who else? Who are these other people with you? Who killed all these people in here? That's another question that he wants to know. You don't know you were inside the bank,
I tell him that.
but that's a question he wants to know. Who
I
killed
actually
these
didn't
people?
pay
You-
attention.
You don't know.
I don't.
You know what happened. You can give
A
him. He wants to know,
giant.
they want to know what
A
happened.
giant angel-like being.
All right, you have to come talk to the sergeant. No offense. Are you a member of Force?
What?
Force is the federal organization for the regulation of superheroes, essentially. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I give you better information than that. It is the. I had it down in here somewhere. Nope. The Federal Organization for the Registration and Certification of Exotics. It is a voluntary registration process. Jimmy Carter established it, but then it died in committee when like the NRA and the NAACP, let me actually find the information and tell you very quickly. The American Civil Liberties Union came into the picture, and it was pretty much killed in committee. It still managed to go through, but it turned into just a voluntary registration program where if you register, you are basically allowed access to computers and to their website. As a superhero, they ask that you tell them what your superpowers are. You guys would all know that this thing exists. It's been around for years. You don't have to. They prefer to know. As long as you are still a superhero as opposed to like a villain, you can use Force. There's a deputizing program where you can train with officers or work with police and that kind of thing. So basically what it is it's a way for the government to get the superheroes working with the legitimate law enforcement without forcing them to. There's no obligation to join. Your character might not have just ever even heard of it.
I'm not
country
technology. I'm
Okay,
not very technological.
so you might have heard of it on TV or something, but I'm assuming you're not a member. You're definitely not. You've just been way too new. You're definitely not. And you're definitely not. I forgot to ask other people if they were. Probably most of them are not. So
Maybe Ajax.
they would ask you if you were with Force, and you would either say, I don't know. What do you want to say to them when they ask you for the
I don't know what that organization is.
Okay, good. But you gotta come talk to the sergeant. I need you to come down to the station.
Alright. Do you mind? I have to do something real quick. I'll be right back, I promise. No,
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's been some killing here today. And they want to take you down to the station.
Yeah,
Can
and
they
I-
question you to get a statement?
Yeah, I cooperate.
Like a real state, like a recorded statement, as opposed to just written down.
I
And
just
it-
want to go get a burger from the burger joint.
We'll get you something to eat down at the station.
I'm gonna pay for my meal, but
You can always go back later.
I know, but they're not gonna remember. I don't think
You
they'll
go,
remember.
yeah,
I
you
just
can go
wanna-
back and you can say, I was here this time, we had to rush out. Here's $30, $40 or whatever, and apologize. You can do that. You know,
Okay.
It's not that big of a deal.
I was just like, I just want to pay it
Yeah,
off.
dine and dash. So
I
you
feel
two
so
guys go
bad.
down to the police station. You talk to actually a lot of people. You talk to the sergeant. You talk to a captain. You talk to the chief of police. The local, I don't know if they have a district attorney in Charlotte or not, but you talk to him. They are trying to figure out who killed these criminals in the Vanguard. They're trying to figure out. They'd like to know the names of your associates.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of their names.
Okay. Because there's really.
I don't think a single
it seems
name
like you're
was dropped.
pretty uptight about the fact that people got killed during this whole thing.
Oh, and when I'm told that people were killed, I'm like shocked.
Okay.
Because I didn't witness anyone dying.
No, you heard gunshots and screams,
Yeah.
and that's all.
And
I could-
I'm also like I'm mortified.
They would like descriptions of all the other superheroes if you don't know them by name.
I
And you
heard.
don't know any of the others by name.
I
Nobody gave their
heard
names.
Michael and Aegis. That's all the names I heard.
You mean Ajax?
That one.
Yeah, we've been
Aegis.
talking to him. He's appalled by what happened as well. Blah, blah, blah,
But
blah.
there's Aegis. Different thing. I don't know. That's all I heard.
She's talking about the building.
Aegis? Okay, Aegis. They write it down. They're recording all this.
That's yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the news reporters. Okay, there were news reporters showed up here too. Yeah, that could be a bad thing. You followed him initially, right? But then the cops...
Followed
Him, but then the
That
cops
guy,
stuck
yeah.
it out with him and took him back. So...
Yeah, no, after they decided to take him, it's just
Just wandered off somewhere and wandered off.
By this time, since they're in the station, would my crazy roommate put the footage of me fighting on the internet?
Not yet. He hasn't had time yet.
Okay.
No, no.
he's too busy.
But the news is on.
Right.
Fox, superheroes or super zeros? Murders at the Wells Fargo Bank. They give the address. The basic storyline. He watches a lot of Fox News because he thinks that the reptoids have taken over Fox News completely, and that's why it's really like so pro-government for conservative Republicans and stuff. And he's like, yeah, Fox News knows what's going on. They know everything. They're just not telling the truth about anything. He's super
bad.
He's not even a liberal or anything. He just really convinced Fox News is behind a lot of stuff.
Right.
They may or may not be.
They
Hey,
might.
baby.
They probably are.
So Fox News, and he's starting to switch. He does screen stuff because he wants to hear from all the different news sources. Murders at Wells Fargo Bank. A group of supposed superheroes today fought off a supervillain robbery of Wells Fargo Bank. Only 4 people were killed in the process. A long way from when mechanical fusion used to defend our city, and that kind of thing.
There were 4
Did they used to kill a lot?
Mechanical fusion.
Wait, 4.
Like,
Oh
what?
no! Oh no! Did the person who went to the hospital die?
Oh, I haven't checked on that yet, actually. But I thought there were 4 guys that got murdered. Is there only 3?
There was only
Okay.
3 and the big five.
There was
Oh yeah, the big pile of bodies, but they're gone.
The pile bodies vanished like they never
were
existed. So,
Yeah. There's only 3
this
and they're all
chair's awful.
villains.
Okay, let's see.
Hopefully, please don't die.
Okay, who's got the lowest luck?
I have 50.
Lowest
Who is still at the tables of how we're gonna just do this?
50.
Actually,
I'm
Kyle got
at
Savior,
75.
right?
What is
Nice.
What is
You
love?
and I got.
Yeah, I maxed out my power though, so I was
And
I'm
your
gonna do
characteristics?
Kyle's. I'm gonna do Kyle's.
Yeah,
luck,
I don't
guys.
have mine written.
You're gonna do Kyle's luck.
He's the one that took her.
Okay.
He has a 60%
Yeah.
chance.
That
60%
makes
luck. Oh, I hate this chair. It's an awful chair. 60% chance. 96. No, she died. Shotgun blast, close range. She was not able to get her to the
Yeah.
hospital in time.
That's so sad. I would have made it.
We're gonna say that Kyle dropped her off and stayed for a while, but didn't give his. Damn, I wish he was here. We're gonna say that he dropped her off and stayed long enough to find out that she had expired. And then they're like, "We need to call the police. Sir, can you wait?" And then he took off.
I don't know if you
I
heard.
think he has a code against killing, so it was probably pretty upsetting, even though he was in no way responsible for it at all. It was totally not his fault. It was Caitlin's fault. Actually.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, Caitlin.
Totally.
I'm not sure if you heard, but Kyle's had a humble request that when Arclight punches that one dude out, he say, "I'd like to make a deposit to my fist."
I would love to see him try. I think it would have been cool. If more people had stayed longer and had caught him, but you guys kind of split up, and you're not a super group yet, so you didn't work together.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so it was all kind of just like, we're all trying to do our best, except for him, who's just northern people. And
Yeah.
it turned out really
What?
well. I mean, 11 hostages, and including none. What are they going to say? They're going to say 11 hostages, including
But
the,
she doesn't understand her power yet.
4 tellers, a loan
As well.
officer, and 6 customers were rescued. No, and 5 customers were rescued. One of the hostages was killed. According to initial police reports, it is thought that she, it was a she, that she
Yeah.
was killed by one of the robbers. Wells Fargo, at this point, has no comment. Police are only commenting that the case remains under investigation. So they'll probably have more information by tomorrow morning or in the next couple of days. The killings were reportedly by a supernatural creature of unusual size and viciousness. Fox News has managed to get an exclusive interview with one of the victims, and it's one of the, you think it's one of the robbers. He's like, and the name appears underneath, and he's wearing like a prison garb, and it looks like it's a cell phone interview. He's like, so what happens? Oh my God, they killed us all! He's just shrieking. Guards start walking over, and the camera quickly gets turned off. Apparently, these heroes, as they call themselves. Did you guys ever call yourselves heroes to the cops? Or you just...
I just gave him like a superior name.
Okay, you're Protean, right. So, yeah. So,
I never-
if these are heroes and not just some villains trying to make a quick buck through subterfuge and lies, we got Bill O'Reilly. He's going to be here in just a few minutes. Yeah, so it's kind of a mixed... The news is being very wary with you guys. There's a lot of footage from cell phones.
Any specific news anchors?
Oh,
footage?
that's right.
Ruby Lovett.
Yeah, do me a luck check.
Actually, I still don't know what are the numbers to get luck. 'Cause
Oh, it's your power times 5.
Yep.
And here's a question, Ruby Lovett. Is she a news reporter, like TV reporter, or is she a journalist?
She's a journalist.
Okay, so there won't be anything until the news the next day. She works for one of the big Charlotte papers. So it looks like the news media. I'm gonna let you out, aren't I? It looks like the news media is kind of being cautious with you guys. All right, we're gonna take a super short break, guys, and then we're gonna do a little quick wrap up. I'm sorry that this went so long.
That's fine.
Was it meant to?
Not me.
All